Good day, friends. Scott Borsak here from the Lawrenceville, New Jersey law firm of Schaefer & Lakin, back with another tip as part of our Paycheck Protection Program series. Today, I want to highlight a provision from the recently passed Consolidated Appropriations Act as it affects EIDL loan grants. Those of you who have made applications for PPP loans and have also received the EIDL grant, usually in the amount of $10,000, should know that under the prior law before the passage of the CAA, that the EIDL loans had to be recaptured in the forgiveness process. So what would happen is if you had a $100,000 loan and a $10,000 EIDL grant, when you filed your application for forgiveness, even if you spent all $100,000 properly, the SBA made you subtract the amount of the grant, so the forgiveness amount you were allowed on your application was $90,000 instead of $100,000. In this way, the CARES Act recovered the amount of an EIDL grant so that borrowers didn't get a double benefit. Well, at the end of last year, December 27th, the president signed the CAA, and there's a provision in the act dealing with the EIDL loan grants. And what the provision states is that Congress has determined that to the extent that a borrower has an EIDL loan, they no longer have to surrender the $10,000 grant in the example that I just gave you. So if a borrower got a $100,000 loan and got a $10,000 EIDL grant, they no longer had to back out the grant money from the amount of eligible spending. A number of borrowers have already submitted their applications for forgiveness and have completed the forgiveness process. For those borrowers, the SBA is supposed to set out a rule sometime in the next 10 days. So based on today's date, probably around the 25th of January, providing a means for the lenders who have essentially collected the EIDL grants from their borrowers to refund those monies to borrowers who have completed the process. Those borrowers whose applications for forgiveness are already in process, the lenders have been instructed that recouping the EIDL is something they no longer have to do. And for all borrowers who haven't submitted an application yet, obviously they get to keep those EIDLs without any adverse consequence. So the one thing that we've seen in this ever-changing world is that change is constant. There are no other constants here. Keep your eyes on this space. We'll continue to do seminars and bring you further alerts. Stay safe, America. We'll see you soon.